having a no excuses mindset and being obsessed about what you do. This is the only way to really fucking win. And I have kind of lost my way. So this is like a confession and an accountability check for myself, and also something that can help you guys. But when I started my journey, I was fucking hungry and obsessed. All I did was how to do like e-commerce and like just everything was about Shopify, Facebook ads, drop shipping, just like all that shit, right? But over the past 5 years, I've had all these different experiences and all the different things I've had to learn on my hero's journey. It's like letting go, dealing with people, art, different stuff, right? And so as time goes, as more things come in the way, you kind of lose your obsession, you kind of lose your focus, and you have to keep bringing it back. Like it's not one time thing. You have this mindset and everything is good. It keeps going and coming. If you don't like, if you're not aware and you're on constantly like keeping it in check. And one thing I've noticed is in the past couple few years, because I'm not a pure entrepreneur, I'm an entrepreneur and an artist, and I have been so overly like focused on the art side. I have come like I have no business and I've had no business or financial ambitions or interests in the past like few years. It's all just been like survive, make art, and just like read and stuff. And it's all been like and spirituality and shit. And it's all been because that's what the time required. It's really what it required, and it's what I needed. But since October, November, like that, of October, November 2024, and it's Feb 2025, like 4 months. Since 4 months, I've kind of put my art stuff and all this stuff down, but my business side hasn't come up, and I've been like feeling really shit, and I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? Like, what's going on? And so I realized it's battle fatigue. Like I saw a thing online, it's battle fatigue, and it's having energy and health issues, right? Like you can't, and that's kind of the reason why like I'm shut down the agency and I'm like taking care of my health and everything, because I have like posture issues and this stuff, especially because it's been like a year more. It's really bad. Like it, you can't do anything. Like if you don't take care of your health, if you don't take care of all the other things that make you function as a human, it's not going to work. And there are so many variables that you need to make like proper so that you can just focus on your work. And this is like being obsessed is about eliminating the noise. Like now I know exactly what I need and what I shouldn't have. It's like having the right mentors, having good family support, having good friends, having reading the right books, going to the right events, eating the good foods, sleeping on time, waking up on time, like the regiment, having working on the right business model, doing that correctly, like keeping your emotions in, like all these things, right? If you can just do these things right and just like forget about everything else, you'll win. But to figure out all of this, you have to go through a long like process, and where for long periods of time you will have nothing will be perfect, nothing will ever be perfect. In fact, it will be ugly, it will be really ugly, okay? And it's just going to be like you in battlefield, like instead of like looking for bandages, you just take mud or sand and you just put it in your wound and shut the fuck up and you continue. And that's just it. And like battle fatigue is like basically, imagine going to war and you're in like helicopter with like 12 guys, and in when you're in like the base, military base, everything is good. You and your friends, you're all ready. Like you guys are like, yes boys, let's go. It's all good. You have the armor, you have the ammunition, you have the orders and everything. But as soon as you guys take off and you're entering the enemy's country or whatever, and you're into the war zone, the first thing only, the war starts off with your fucking helicopter crashing. Okay, 6 of your guys are dead now, 6 are remaining. You don't know what the fuck is happening. You're wounded. Some other guy lost his leg. Some people lost their weapons. They only have their secondary firearm. Like it's all fucked up, right? Now you guys have to keep still going forward. And as the battle continues, now the enemy might have 25 people and you're only 6, right? You're already injured. You're already this, and you kind of have to just like suck it up and go forward, right? as the fight goes on, you're only going to get more hurt, more tired, less ammo. It's only going to get worse. Like all your resources, whether it's mental, emotional, ammunition, teammates, it's only going to get worse unless you like really prioritize and execute. And I was watching Jocko Willing's videos, and like I try to incorporate a lot of these military shit because it's fucking awesome. But like um, you have to like really prioritize and execute, because otherwise you get really overwhelmed. You get overwhelmed by everything. There's just so much pressure, and this is what's happening, like what happened to me over the past 1 year, because my health took such a hit and my posture started getting worse and worse and worse, and I didn't even know it was happening. Like I didn't know this, and I didn't know it was such a serious thing. And like I just wasn't aware. I was just so like mentally in a rut, emotionally just like so, like almost like with clouds over. I wouldn't say I was depressed, but I was just like desperate and just like sluggish, and just started getting like, it started getting worse, and the worse it got, the more hope I started losing. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And that's on one side, and on the other side I'm just like so focused on like the art stuff, just learning the art shit. And all of that combined, I completely forgot. Like I'm like, bro, I need to be reading up on e-commerce, I need to be doing this, I need to be doing that. And I was watching a podcast the other day of Mr. Beast and Stephen Bartlett, and like Mr. Beast was talking about like how like he started this shit at 11, and from 11 he's like, I'm going to be a YouTuber, I'm going to die trying. And for me, that was the same mindset. That is how it was. Now he's been in the game for 14 years. I'm just hitting 5, like just 5 years now. But it's just about like really just doing it 24/7 and just obsessing on it and doing that. And because I've had this like artist and entrepreneur thing, it's very hard for people to understand. But to be an artist, you shouldn't do anything, and to be an entrepreneur, you need to do one thing or everything and just do that all the fucking time. The bee biting my ass. But like, you really have to be super like focused on the correct things. And with being an artist, it's like, it's very, especially because for me all of this is new. Like I'm not like Eminem who's been doing it for like 20 years. I'm like, what the fuck, I'm an artist, like this is new. Like I didn't know I was trying to be an artist. I'm a new artist, right? So there's just so many new things that have come up for me where I'm like super overwhelmed. I'm like, should I spend my time recording YouTube videos? Should I spend my time like making art? Should I spend my time trying to launch the store? Should I spend my time doing this, going for physio and getting my posture right? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? How to fix this? What to do? And it's just so overwhelming, right? And the only thing you can do, especially when this overwhelm comes and this battle fatigue comes, because battle fatigue affects your body and your mind, and overwhelm like really affects your mind, and this becomes like a vicious loop. Because the only way you're gonna get out of it is to like really like awaken yourself and just be like, let's go, like let's go. So I started making a list of everything I need to do and just like really attacking it one by one by one. And I've done this before also, and I'm starting to do this again now because I kind of like lost myself, right? And I was watching the Peter Kell video, where he talks about like how his life had taken off and everything was good, and then like 2 years later he's still like again in the dumps, and he's like, what the fuck is happening? And like, oh, my mindset is like gone. I used to be like this super hustler guy. Everything was good. What's happening again? And that's what it, like his words became shit, his mindset became shit, his images became shit. And that's what happened to me. I was like, oh my bad, my injury is so bad, I'm in really bad shape, or nothing is working for me, like my mental images and like my emotions, all of that became like really dog shit. It just became really dog shit, and I'm making excuses and excuses. And even every once in a while I'm like, yeah, okay, this is so fucked, but you complaining about it is not going to make it any better. You have to fix this. Only you can do it. Like nobody is like going to do it. And I would hear my inner voice say this, but I would still continue to like just like complain and like just make excuses, and not even to other people, just to myself. And every once in a while I would, what do you say, like complain to like my mom or like my dad or my girlfriend or something, like, yeah, it's really bad, it's really bad. And I would keep saying it and affirming it, but that's only making it worse. And the only way is to like kind of like fool yourself and lie to yourself, like, hey, make no excuses, like shut the fuck up, doesn't matter how bad it is, just shut the fuck up. And like, Jesus, this fucking bee trying to bite me. It's like, doesn't matter how bad it is, just shut the fuck up and like really just get going. And so that's what I'm trying to do now, because my posture is bad, yes, but how is it ever going to get any better if I keep making excuses and complaining? I have to fix my table and chair setup. And it seems so simple now. Now that I look outside of it, it seems so simple. But for the past like so long, it's been like bothering me. And like I've tried, I got a new monitor, I got a new like chair. And granted, like if I had a lot of money coming in, it would have been easy. But the being dead broke is the problem, right? But like if I just detached from it, and that's the thing. I was reading the book, and like it's I put so much importance, like made this into this bigger problem than it is. And that's what being overwhelmed is. It's like making the small problem into this big fucking elephant inside your head, and just like being unable and then like being overwhelmed by it. So again, I have like 5 years of like fatigue from my journey, and I got hit hard with this shit just when I like finally thought I had hope and I picked myself up. And I have had all these like struggles and everything. But now I'm like, it's like, okay, Kevin, it's time to lock the fuck in. So like I've cut out all the other stuff like social media, no more Instagram shit, no more like YouTube stuff. Anything and everything I watch will be like e-commerce, fashion, like business. No more art. I don't want to make art right now. I want to make money, I want to make business. So like I have to like dump the art side and just focus on the business side. And that's what, like in the hero's journey, it's that returning to your known world. Like you have a lot of spiritual wins and like unknown stuff, and then you finally come back to your known world. So it is part of the journey for you to be lost and like go in this world and do that shit. And for me as an entrepreneur and an artist, it was a mix of those two things and a couple of other things. But now it's just like I can just completely eliminate everything and just focus on like waking up early. What are the key tasks I need to do to improve the business? Do that, go to sleep, repeat, and take care of my body. It's like go to gym, focus on business, stack, stack, stack. It's just that. And so I think it takes a different period of time for everyone to realize this, but eliminating the noise and just being obsessed. When I started, I was so obsessed. All I did was focus on like e-commerce and dropshipping and everything. And I haven't done that stuff in like years now. Like since 2022 when I lost the business. And because in between also when I did any business stuff, it was all SMMA agency shit, which is like a new world for me. I learned everything from scratch. I'm like, oh, what is cold email outreach? Like, what is SaaS? What is like lead generation? And like chiropractor, dental, insurance. I'm like getting mind fucked, right? So there's all these different things where I was confused. But that's why it's like you eliminate the noise, you focus on one thing, your thing, you obsess over it, and it makes everything not just better, but it makes it easier. And that's what you need to do. That's what I'm like coming back to. Like for me, it was good that I went around and tried all these things, and it was necessary for me. I had no choice. Fuck you, B. But I had no choice. But like now I really have to dial it in, because I keep giving myself like this 10-year timeline, like give it a decade, give it a decade, because it's like this popular advice almost, like give it a decade. But I'm like, bro, give it a decade is not a good advice anymore, because I'm getting complacent. Like first I was too impatient, now I've become too complacent. So like I need to like really clean things up. And so this is just me trying to pick my shit back up. And I want to watch this video in like 5 years and be like, yeah, okay, you did this right, you did that wrong. But there will be these times when you're just like really like, bro, I'm tired, bro, honestly, like I can't lie, like I'm fucking like, you can see my face, like I'm drowsy. I have no energy nowadays, like no energy. I'll wake up after sleeping like 10 hours also. I'll just be like, "Ugh." Yeah, and it's because my fucking cardio, like I haven't gone running or like exercising in the gym in like a year. Okay, I eat like junk food. I eat like 6 eggs some days. I have like cholesterol, I think, and like my belly is like protruding. I have like man boobs and love handles. I've lost all my muscle. It's bad, right? So obviously I'm not gonna have any energy. But the only way out of this is to pick myself up. And I have to see that like, okay, this was like really like an important lesson for me as well, because I've really learned like what it means to like focus and eliminate the noise and just obsess. And I got here despite all the challenges I got here, I persevered. And now it's about like really, what do you say, making it easy for myself, because you want to stack all the odds in your favor. Like, what I want to do the first chance I get is like hire out my cooking, like get leverage, because it's so hard to do everything on your own. That's the problem for me right now. It's like me versus the world, where I'm just like, I have to do my laundry, I have to do my cooking, I have to do my house cleaning, I have to do my plate, like the dishes, I have to do the personal brand stuff. That's two platforms. I have to do the research for the fashion side, I have to do research for the e-commerce thing. Like there's just like, and then I'm doing job hunting in between. This is like way too much, right? I'm like, okay, I can't do this. I need to like prioritize, I need to slow the fuck down, I need to extend my timelines, I need to like reduce the number of things. So, and I need to like really just focus on three things. So now I'm like, okay, fixing my body has to be important, because once this gets like good, I can like do anything and everything, right? Like I can like start like exercising, which will give me more energy, and I can start going out and having fun, and that'll give me more energy, and I can film easier, and my body won't get as tired so quickly. So fixing my body and my health has to be priority number one. Second thing is just like get income going and stack cash, stack cash, stack cash, because I know all the information already. I just need to like put my attention on the correct thing. Because if you don't put your attention, and I saw Alex Hormozy talk about this on Stephen Bartlett's thing, it's like people don't give up on the journey of entrepreneurship by like exploding. They fizzle out. This is what he was saying. And I completely understand what he's talking about now. Like, because that's where I am right here. It's like there's this, you overcome all the massive challenges, so that it's called region beta paradox. Okay, Chris Williamson talks about it. It's like you overcome all the crazy shit really quickly, and that's what I did. The hell nightmare episodes I covered in like 1 year, like 6 months, 3 months, boom. But then the easy, like semi hard, like hard, kind of like, comfort zone, it's soft, it's like sometimes it's hard, and like you have food, you have a good house, you have a good bed, everything is there. Business, you, who wants it? Like, it's kind of like that, and then you just like like slowly disappear away. And so I'm like, fuck, bro. I can see this happening, and like I just like eliminated all this shit now, and just really just trying to get together and get everything back in order. It's really hard. I'm like, I was feeling like really like pissed off at myself, because I'm like, bro, you've come this far. Like, it's not, quitting is never an option, but I've become a dim light. I've become half-assed, and being half-assed is just shit, because I might as well just like quit and enjoy, which again is not an option for me. So I'm like, then commit, then go all in. Like, you have to go all in. There's just that. And one of the things is, because when you get complacent and you start making excuses, you start attracting the lazy people also. You start attracting the lazy clients, you start attracting the lazy employees, you start attracting the lazy teammates, and this and that. And you don't even have the moral authority to say like, hey, do this, because you know you're being fucking lazy. So it becomes like a shit show. And for me, what happened was, I started like, I was really obsessed when I came like a year ago also. Even after the injury, I was still obsessed. But then I gave room to some mediocre people. I thought I could bring them up, but all it did was it started dragging me down. People, they started like guilting me and just like making excuses for why we shouldn't be working so hard, and like, what's the point? Oh, why do people work this hard? Balance this, that. Like, just started like fusing in. And the thing is, it's this miserable, lazy, ambitious people. It's really like they want it, but they don't want to put in the work. So they don't want you to put in the work because they know that you are putting in the work and they want to stop you. And so they start like trying to like infect you with all that negativity. And that's the fucking thing that got me. And like, I'm just like, fuck, bro, I wasted so much time on this shit. I'm like, nah, you know, like, fuck all these people. I don't care what they think. I don't care if they want to be miserable and like just pathetic, or they like you. If you want to chase your dream, you chase your dream. If you don't want to chase your dreams, don't chase your dream. Either is fine, but don't tell me that I should chase my dream or not chase my dream. That's for me to decide. God gave me free will. I'm gonna decide. So these things, and like Mr. Beast also talks about this. He's like A players only, and like the C players are like kind of like okay because they're like, you know, they're bad, you can fire them. But it's the B players that you're like, you don't know if they will come up to you or if they will like just be shit, and you're confused, and all this time goes by and all this energy goes by, you're trying to help these people and they infect you with it. And that's the biggest fucking thing. Even when I was in Dubai, like the Dubai that you guys see online with the money Twitter and all the like the YouTubers and all this shit. That's not the Dubai I experienced. For me, it was like a very different reality. It's all the people I grew up with, all the lazy fucks that I hung out with, all the distracted video games, like whatever it was, all the bad habits. I'm not saying these people are bad. I'm saying we all were like this. Just no focus, no ambition, no this, that, like just lazy, whatever, right? And I was all of these. I was a hardcore video gamer. I was fat as fuck. I never went to did anything. Like I was all these things. But as I started changing my life, it's like the environment in me was a mismatch. So everybody and everything in my environment was just trying to pull me back in. And I'm like, no, like trying to climb out. But now I have a chance to like really just like, be a professional, and so then I can attract other A players and professionals, because it's really hard to have this level of ambition and like drive and everything over a long period of time, over a long like journey, mentally, when you don't have like people to support you, like at least one or two people you need, that just understand your language, that you can go back and forth with. So I really look forward to meeting some A players coming up soon, because that will like, man, just like uh, it will change everything. It will change everything for me. So I'm like sleeping off now, but yeah, that's it. I guess obsession. Make no excuses. There's a book by Brian Tracy called No Excuses. I saw Samuel Onuha recommend it online. Um, I haven't read it, but I'm gonna read that book. Apparently, like it's a little rah book according to some other people, but I might need that right now. It might be like super basic, but maybe that's what I need. So I'm gonna do that as well. And yeah, this whole place got fucked. They changed everything here. So obsession and no excuses. And one more thing before I leave you. Obsession is about really just dialing in to one craft, one thing. Delusion is about making it your entire life. Um, like obsession is like a subset of delusion to me, because I'm obsessed about studying e-commerce, for example, and to build delusion, the e-commerce brand, and that's my obsession, right? But my delusion is that thing, the faith, the perseverance that makes me stay alive, that makes me never give up. It's not just about wanting to learn this shit, it's about fuck you to the world. It's like there is nothing that can stop me. It doesn't matter if it takes 5 years, 15 years. It doesn't matter who comes up against me. like it's just like whatever, and the delusion is that big vision that you have, about which you are obsessed, about which you have faith, about which you persevere, like for which you persevere. And it's that belief, that delusional belief, is what is delusion. It's that belief that like it will happen. And I've never lost that belief, and I never will lose that belief. But having the belief is not the only thing. The belief will take you like far, like 80% of the way there. It will take you the whole way and you have to have it, but you have to combine with all the other things. And that's the difference between being delusional and being actually delusional, because that's what all these, like the mediocre people, the entitled, lazy, blaming, like all those behaviors. Because what happens is these people, like in their head they're like billionaires, but they work normal jobs and they spend their whole time like watching TV shows and movies and stuff, and they think that the first business they start they'll become millionaires. Like it doesn't work that way, right? And I also thought like this when I was a kid, when I was 21, 22, and then after each failure you realize like, holy shit, this shit is hard. I need to actually like leave no stone unturned and like do every possible thing I can to win, because this is really hard. And so that's the difference between being delusional and being delusional. Like you can't be fucking delusional, bro. You'll waste your life. Don't be delusional and don't blame that shit on me. I said be delusional, not be delusional. So yeah, this is just my thoughts right now. And I'm the worst YouTuber on the planet, I think, at this point. But maybe I think you guys in the future, maybe you love my authenticity and just like the raw, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing mindset, but I promise high quality production in the future. So yeah.